underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think we're going to be...
Alvarez has got himself a free kick. And the shot's on here. McAllister. Long ball looking to counter. Gonzalo Ramos. Now it's Joao Felix. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he's straight offside. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. Oh, it's come loose. Alvarez. Oh, they can break here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, easy pickings there. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. Gonzalo Inacio. Oh, good spread. And it's Cancelo. Pedro Neto. Gonzalo Ramos. Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Moved on forwards. McAllister. That is a great pick out. Alvarez. Lovely bit of skill. And claimed it back swiftly. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Gonzalo Inacio. João Neves. And it's played forward. Ruben Neves. Pedro Neto. Joao Felix. And that's a good Pedro Neto! Martinez herring after the ball here. Oh, that's nice. Looking for a decent ball in. Out to the left it goes. Hit into the middle. And the shot! No way through, so back it comes. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Paredes. Paredes forwards and with intent. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's really well manoeuvred. Romero. Paredes. Real chance here! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rui Silva, long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. João Cancelo.
Portugal. Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this.
Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
João Felix clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Portugal given another corner. Cleared away. Alvarez going full tilt down the left. Acuna. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Up he goes! Oh, the ball's come, look. Oh, that is asking for trouble. De Paul. Hang. Oh, what a climb!
Argentina would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Romero. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Vitinha. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Alvarez! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vitinha. Portugal have a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Romero, aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pedro Neto. And here's Ramos. Played out to the right. Last ditch defending, but that'll do. Ruben Neves plays it short. That's very neat. Cross needs to be good. He's trying it. Tries a shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
João Neves, gently done. A chance, could be danger here. Oh, shooting chance! Fair effort, he reacted well.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Nice physical challenge. João Felix. De Paul. Alvarez. Messi. Now it's Simeone. Simeone played out towards the right wing. Over to the left. Otamendi cuts it out. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Out to the right. De Paul. And across. And the volley! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
Portugal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Gonzalo Ramos! Gonzalo Ramos! Just off target. Climbs up big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Plenty waiting in the middle. Messi, and he whips it in.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
Gonzalo Ramos. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. De Paul. Messi. Romero. And here's Messi. Romero picks it up now. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mendes shifted upfield. João Felix. Nuno Mendes. João Felix. And it's Cancelo. Oh, it's a Gonzalo Ramos! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Gonzalo Ramos brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Moved on forwards. McAllister. Simeone. Acuna. Simeone providing an outlet on that flank. Simeone. And hit. And he shoots! It's in!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Argentina grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
There's the shot! Oh, they could be caught out here. Shot, surely! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
João Cancelo certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Ruben Neves goes short. Time to deliver. Proves too strong. Otamendi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Paul. And it's played forward. Messi. Romero. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's through here. Caught offside that time. Keeper's got good distance on that. Otamendi. Paredes. Now it's Alvarez. And that has been cut short. João Neves. João Cancelo. Played towards the other side. And it's Mendes. Paredes. Simeone. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Pedro Neto. Gonzalo Ramos, and the shot! Gonzalo Ramos with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Martinez sends that a long way. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Portugal can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Oh, can he get onto this? Nuno Mendes. He's had a shot! And it's Messi. Foot in. Vitinha concedes a free kick for that. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Inacio forwards and with intent. Mendes goes on a run down the left wing. Nuno Mendes. De Paul wins the duel this time. And it's Messi. Tries a measured ball. Simeone. And a chance! Goal! Argentina! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Argentina take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Mendes goes on a charge down the left. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Now it's Simeone. Nuno Mendes. And it's been played through. Acuna. Senesi. McAllister. Paredes. Aim forwards. Rui Silva claims it, and the danger passes. Acuna caresses it through. João Cancelo gets across to intercept that. João Cancelo. João Cancelo, gently done. De Paul. That's really well manoeuvred. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Simeone! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
João Felix played out to the left flank. There is the half-time whistle.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Argentina are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. João Felix. Vitinha. Paredes does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Simeone. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And here's João Felix. João Felix spread out to the left. And the shot! There are a few... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance for a shot! It's there! And the second half is off to a flyer!
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Romero. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. Moved on forwards. Mendes looking to get on the end of this. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. João Felix. Alvarez.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Decent chance! Ruben Neves. Portugal getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. João Felix. Gonzalo Ramos! It's a mighty effort! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Mendes cuts out the pass. Gonzalo Ramos. Pedro Neto. Gonzalo Ramos! Goal!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Portugal, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
De Paul. Joao Felix. Now it's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos, played out to the left flank. Can he goes for a shot? Driving forward.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Joao Neves played with finesse. Gonzalo Ramos. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Out to the left it goes. Danger averted for now. Vitinha. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo. And he goes cross-field. Now it's Pedro. Shoots!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And here's Alvarez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great defending, strong and determined. Played back in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Joao Neves. Pedro Neto. And here's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos is fouled. Neves! Oh, how good is he? A finish of true class. And the comeback is complete. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Portugal get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's McAllister.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Can he deliver? Messi's cross. That is a brilliant interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. McAllister.
Portugal look very much like they've got to that time where it's all about closing this one out. Just take the sting out of the opposition.
Portugal, however, just have to plough on and hope for a break. Great work on the overlap. Big chance! McAllister shifted upfield. Now it's Alvarez. That's a nicely shaped ball. Ruben Neves. Pedro Neto. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more
mistakes, and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more fun.
Can he finish? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Araujo. And it's played forward. Inacio chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Pedro Neto, and he's managed to get free. Played out to the right. It's a throw-in. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Vitinha. And here's João Felix. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Romero. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ruben Neves. João Cancelo. Ruben Neves. João Neves. Played over towards the opposite flank. And here's Ramos. That's good play. João Felix. He's having a shot! And the ball's come loose here. João Cancelo. Nuno Mendes. Paredes defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Paredes does really well. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He can get that clear. And it's Cancelo. And here's Ramos. Over to the left.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Senesi. Calmly anticipates. De Paul. Gonzalo Ramos. He's shifting through the gears here. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Joao Felix. And he has been fouled there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done. Argentina, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Paredes. And here's Messi. Simeone.
Argentina really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That pass has been well intercepted. McAllister. Paredes. Senesi. Acuna. De Paul. And here's Alvarez.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
João Cancelo looks to the other side. Oh, he's found support out wide. So who's he picking out? Crosses it in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Alvarez looks to get on the end of this. And here's Ramos. Pedro Neto. Cleared without complication.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
McAllister forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
McAllister. Now it's Simeone. Acuna. And he's cut it out.
Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
João Cancelo wins the duel this time. João Neves. Vitinha, aim forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Ramos. Shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Gonzalo Ramos is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Senesi shifted upfield. Acuna.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Out towards the flank. Messi. Could be danger here.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
João Neves, gently done. Paredes. And it's McAllister. Pedro Neto, moved on forwards. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Time added on will be 2 minutes. De Paul. Paredes. McAllister, and it's played forward. Araujo makes the interception. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio, long ball upfield. Nuno Mendes. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's that. Argentina did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Argentina just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think we're going to be seeing an awful lot of the player Pedro Neto because he's so quick and agile, and his ability to twist and turn at top speed really does give him the edge in those crowded areas. I think he'll be his team's go-to guy when they're looking to counter too.
Okay, interesting. That's good running with the ball. João Felix. And here's Ramos. João Felix! A real chance and a real let-off.
Portugal, well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Romero, Messi. Romero, Paredes. Paredes shifted upfield. Ruben Neves. João Neves. João Cancelo. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Alvarez. Simeone. Simeone! Could be danger here. Acuna. Oh, it's played into the area.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Ruben Neves. Araujo. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. McAllister. Back into the middle. Over to the left. Simeone. Oh, nice touch. It's a mighty effort! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. João Cancelo. Ruben Neves. Araujo. Vitinha moved on forwards. Now it's João Felix. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
And he's picked out the run. And there's his chance to lead the counter. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Succumbs to the pressure. Paredes. Acuna. Great defending, strong and determined. João Cancelo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Gonzalo Ramos! And a terrific... Oh, given away. De Paul. Romero. Has a look and plays it forward. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Portugal. Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
And here's Alvarez. Takes the shot. Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Vitinha. Vitinha, gently done. And it's played forward. And that's been slipped through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
João Cancelo. Araujo looks to the other side, and it's Mendes. João Felix. João Felix, and he's certainly onside here. Messi. He's found a way through. And he welcomes it in. Alvarez! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
De Paul does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's found support out wide. Vitinha wins the duel this time. Ruben Neves. And back to the goalkeeper. Araujo. João Cancelo. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. João Felix. Spread out to the left. Pedro Neto. João Felix. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Martinez sends that a long way. Portugal have reclaimed it. Vitinha. And he goes cross-field. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Messi. The muscular approach does pay off here. João Felix. And it's Mendes. Proves too strong. De Paul did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Paredes, aim forwards. Gonzalo Inacio, out to the left it goes. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. That'll be a throw. Vitinha. Real chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
That's been drilled forward. Well read, nice interception. Vitinha. João Felix. Vitinha. João Cancelo. He's in here, and he shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Senesi can get it clear. It's a threatening... Pedro Neto! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And here's Neves. João Neves. And it's Vitinha. Can he finish? Mighty close.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
De Paul does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Messi. Nice defending, physical and effective. João Felix.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's Messi. Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Portugal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Vitinha. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. DePaul. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's face to face with the shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Argentina find a position of real strength now. Ruben Neves. Played towards the other side. Joao Felix. That is lovely. Gonzalo Ramos! Simeone. Senesi forwards and with intent. Gonzalo Inacio. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Neves. Paredes, some resolute defending there. Araujo. Nuno Mendes. Alvarez. Nice looking ball. Gonzalo Ramos! Oh, taken with style. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So is this the start of a comeback? Acuna. That's a little off target. Alvarez. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Senesi. Argentina, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Simeone. Shot, surely! Joao Neves, aim forwards. Ruben Neves. Alvarez. Joao Felix. There are a few waiting for it. Now who's going to be first to this? In again. He's dealt with that well. Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves! Good strike, quite an alarm. Calmly anticipates. Vitinha. Acuna, gently done. De Paul. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Gonzalo Ramos is offering a wry smile there.
Ruben Neves with the short one. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's Neves. I love Portugal have a free kick. Ruben Neves! Oh, how's that for a goal? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Portugal get themselves back into contention.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Joao Felix. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. In by Cancelo. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Joao Cancelo. Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. McAllister wins the duel this time. Araujo. Nuno Mendes. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Portugal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Otamendi gets over and intercepts. Senesi. Messi. Gonzalo Ramos. Now it's Joao Felix. And here's Ramos. Pedro Neto. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Messi. Joao Felix. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Moved on forwards. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Now it's Simeone. Big chance! Nuno Mendes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi goes short. Romero swings in across. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Inacio chooses to go cross-field. And it's played forward. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Joao Neves. Pedro Neto. Gonzalo Ramos. Joao Neves. Joao Cancelo. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Neves. Purring through the gears. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Ruben Neves. Is there any support? He might not need it. Gets it away. Joao Neves. Joao Felix. Romero. Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Pedro Neto. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Senesi gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Paredes shifted upfield. McAllister. Portugal.
It's pretty clear that the defence have decided that the greatest threat to them at the moment, Peter, are people trying to just run at them.
Run at them, and I suppose beyond them, Jim.
Yeah, particularly late runners into the box. That's what you don't want. They're very dangerous to any defence.
Gonzalo. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Cleared without complication. Ruben Neves. Joao Felix. Oh, good spread. Joao Cancelo could try cutting inside here. Time to deliver. And the ball's come loose here. Can he stop it going out? Can he deliver? Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! Acuna getting this one clear. McAllister forwards and with intent. It's run loose here. Simeone stood his ground strongly. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Gonzalo Ramos.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio played over towards the opposite flank. Vitinha. And here's Gonzalo Ramos! And it's been taken short. Joao Neves, and it's lofted through here. Pedro Neto. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Moved on forwards. And that's really well manoeuvred. That has been cut short. Rui Silva, long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Mendes. Oh, it's come loose. Out for a throw. Lovely bit of skill. Nuno Mendes. He hits it! Oh, that is rather wayward. Senesi aim forwards. Simeone. Alvarez. Alvarez played out to the left flank. Araujo. Joao Neves. Ruben Neves, gently done. And it's Messi. Joao Felix. McAllister. Acuna. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Ramos. Played out to the right. Pedro Neto. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Pedro Neto certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And he's cut it out. Simeone shifted upfield. De Paul. Messi. De Paul. Joao Neves has created one goal already. And it's Messi. Now it's Ramos. Now it's Joao Felix. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Romero with the foul. Carries far too far and out of play. Moved on forwards. Romero. And that's really well manoeuvred. De Paul. De Paul! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
De Paul really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Time for a change in personnel. Nice physical challenge. Otamendi. De Paul. Just a quarter of an hour to play. De Paul. And here's Alvarez. Takes a shot! He should have put that one away.
Alvarez really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Messi plays it short. Now it's Messi. Messi. Acuna. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, what a ball! And the finish! No mistake!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Bruno Fernandes looks to the other side. They get a throw in. He's in space and looking for options. So who's he picking out? And here's Vitinha. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Vitinha really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. What a throw in. Araujo. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Simeone. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Araujo. João Cancelo. And he goes cross-field. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Nuno Mendes climbs up big! And that's a real chance missed.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Looking here to chip it through. And it's a corner. They've played it short. Acuna, and that's aimed into the middle. Vitinha. Out to the right. João Cancelo. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Paredes does really well to win the ball there. And now the breakaway. He is through here. It's a throw-in. Ruben Neves. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio played out towards the right wing. Very nicely done. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Looking to break at pace. McAllister. Now it's Alvarez. Simeone. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the shot! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Alvarez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Argentina grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Danger averted for now. Ruben Neves, spread out to the left. Trincao. Romero, aim forwards. Alvarez, now it's to Paul. And it's Messi. Now it's Simeone. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Oh, good stop, it had to be. Outstanding save to keep that out. Simeone. Decent progress down the left. Chance to deliver. Up he goes! It's a loose ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Joao Felix. And it's Mendes. There won't be another chance after this one. He's shifting through the gears here. Mendes with a definite foul there. João Cancelo. McAllister wins the duel this time. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez and Messi! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Argentina, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Argentina, and that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold, and in the end we weren't left with any surprises. It worked out.
So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
Okay, interesting. Cross in, looks like a good one. Joao Felix. Ruben Neves played with finesse. Senesi. McAllister. In again. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Messi with the short one. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He has found the way through. Gonzalo Ramos could try cutting inside here. They get a throw in. Romero. Joao Felix. Vitinha. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Joao Felix. Now here's the delivery. Romero. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And here's Alvarez. Applies the finish! Keeper's not concerned by that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Ruben Neves. Joao Felix. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Alvarez. Pedro Neto. Joao Neves. Ruben Neves. Spread out to the left. That's tidy. Romero cuts out the pass. De Paul. Messi. Alvarez. Simeone. Simeone unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great defending, strong and determined. De Paul shifted upfield. Araujo. Aim forwards.
Portugal seem ready to just bide their time for the moment. Patience seems to be the operative word.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Otamendi gently done. And it's played forward. Gonzalo Ramos! And he's there to clear it. Turns and goes back. He's in a good position. Joao Felix! Simeone. De Paul. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Ruben Neves.
Portugal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Romero. Acuna. Now it's Simeone. Acuna. Now it's Simeone. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking for a decent ball in. McAllister with a fine tackle. And it's Messi. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. João Neves. Moved on forwards. He is through here. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself.
Gonzalo Ramos really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Romero. Romero tries making a foray down the right. And he's managed to get free. Vitinha gets in to thwart him. Pedro Neto. Still goalless at the moment. Pedro Neto for... And the finish! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Otamendi. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Vitinha tries a measured ball. Paredes. And here's Alvarez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Messi. Alvarez. De Paul. Ruben Neves does really well to win the ball there. There are a few waiting for it. Romero, and that's aimed into the middle. João Neves. Araujo. João Cancelo. Vitinha. Araujo. João Neves. Simeone. Oh, a delicate chip through. Brilliantly cut out. Ruben Neves. And that's really well manoeuvred. He can run onto that. And he shoots! Muscular chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Moved on forwards. Araujo wins the duel this time. João Neves. Simeone. McAllister. Messi. McAllister. Messi. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. De Paul! Denied by an instinctive save.
De Paul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ruben Neves. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's João Felix. Lovely feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Otamendi. Now it's Alvarez. Messi. Mendes gets over and intercepts. João Felix has found the net here, of course. Pedro Neto tries a deft little ball. Romero. Messi. Messi forwards and with intent. Nuno Mendes. Gonzalo Inacio. Argentina, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. João Felix. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Araujo. João Neves. João Cancelo. Paredes. And it's Messi. Now it's Simeone. He's found a way through. Simeone. And a chance! Is the shot on? Shot a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Simeone actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
João Felix. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. Martinez gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. De Paul. Romero. De Paul. Simeone! Gonzalo Inacio. Oh, good spread. João Cancelo is onto it in a flash. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Alvarez. Great ball if he can get there. Alvarez! Gonzalo Ramos, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Paredes. Senesi, long ball upfield. Araujo. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Joao Felix. And here's Neto. Oh, tries a shot! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank. There's the header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Portugal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Played towards the other side. Nuno Mendes. Mendes going full steam ahead down the left flank. Nice control. Joao Felix. And it's Vitinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Short changes him with that pass. Gonzalo Inacio. Messi shifted upfield. João Neves. Vitinha. Vitinha chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Neto. Portugal have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. They've played it short. João Cancelo. That's very neat. He's had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Vitinha. Portugal given another corner. Senesi can get it clear. Alvarez. Alvarez played out to the left flank. And it's Messi. Simeone. Oh, sweet feet. McAllister. Acuna. Now it's Simeone. So who's he picking out? Climbs up big! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Mendes. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. McAllister. And it's played forward. Messi. Now it's Alvarez. And the shot! Oh, that was venomous. Well read, nice interception. Alvarez being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And here's a great chance! Pedro Neto. Now it's Neves. João Cancelo. Gets his head on it! De Paul. João Cancelo. Aim forwards. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Cancelo. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is good strength.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
It's come to nothing. Alvarez. Araujo. Ruben Neves. Out to the left it goes. Nuno Mendes. João Felix in acres of space out wide. A chance to play it in. Chooses to go back. Paredes getting this one clear. Decent progress down the left. Senesi. Senesi, gently done. Deftly away. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nuno Mendes. Oh, such a clever touch. Mendes, back with it. Vitinha! Oh, they in for the pieces! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Nuno Mendes is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, smashing header! Goal! Portugal! And they're back in front! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. De Paul, Romero, Otamendi, and that's really well manoeuvred. Simeone goes for a shot! He scores! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Neves. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vitinha wins the duel this time. Now it's João Felix. And here's Ramos. Over to the left. Nuno Mendes. And the shot! Simeone, chance here to counter. Now it's Messi, and he's away. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing, no progress. Vitinha played over towards the opposite flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Simeone. Argentina can break now. Pedro Neto. A probing pass. Otamendi with the clearance. Simeone. Acuna. Simeone looking to get on the end of this. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Now it's Ramos. Shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gonzalo Ramos really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind. And it's Messi. Romero. De Paul. And here's Alvarez. Shapes to shoot! Only partially clear.
Alvarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ruben Neves, that's an imaginative pass. Otamendi shifted upfield. McAllister. Oh, this looks sharp. And that has been cleared. And that's been won straight back. De Paul. Romero, and here's Messi, and here's De Paul, now it's Messi, and that was very necessary. De Paul, now it's Ramos, Joao Felix, he's shifting through the gears here.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Messi. Argentina need to make something happen here. Joao Felix. Nuno Mendes, aim forwards. Joao Felix, big chance! It's anyone's ball now. Great defending, strong and determined.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's
just the goalkeeper to beat. Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete.
Argentina, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
2 goals on the day and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Now it's Joao Felix. Joao Felix with the cross.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Alvarez. Romero. And here's Messi. De Paul. Plenty waiting in the middle. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
McAllister. Time to deliver. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Portugal can make their change now with a break in play.
Argentina nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Into the last 5 minutes. Argentina, moments now away from seeing this one out. Looking to break at pace. And it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bruno Fernandes. Ruben Neves. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Played out towards the right wing. Climbs up big! Sticks it away! They have stolen level at the last! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Gonzalo Ramos demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So all square with almost no time remaining. McAllister. De Paul. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. One good cross, maybe the last chance. And he'll shoot here!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Mendes. Proves too strong. De Paul.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Romero. There will be 4 extra minutes. Always onto this. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Pedro Neto. Takes a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Portugal complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Bruno Fernandes with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. They are right into last chance territory. Pedro Neto. Araujo. Moved on forwards. And that will be the final act. Argentina pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your reflections then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing.
So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this fella, Ruben Neves, I suspect would be a key factor, Peter, sitting deep in midfield, which gives him a great view of the landscape all around him, and he can spray balls all around the pitch and really get it.
Takes a shot! Goal! Argentina! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Gonzalo Inacio. Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. Played towards the other side. And it's Cancelo. It's a good run down the right. João Cancelo. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Otamendi gently done. Romero. Messi. And here's Alvarez. De Paul. And a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
De Paul is offering a wry smile there.
Ruben Neves. De Paul has given away a free kick. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Romero. Now it's João Felix. Gonzalo Ramos. He's got away with one there. They've played it short. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good... Big chance! And that has been cleared. And he whips in across. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Simeone. Senesi. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Joao Felix. Joao Felix! De Paul. Now it's Alvarez. That's a cute ball. He can run onto that. Vitinha with a definite foul there. Senesi. Paredes. And it's McAllister. Oh, that's well done, really robust. João Cancelo. Araujo. João Neves. Pedro Neto. Moved on forwards. Gonzalo Ramos. Shot, surely! De Paul, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now that's well seen too. Ruben Neves.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
João Cancelo is flagged offside. João Neves. De Paul wins the duel this time. João Neves. João Neves played out to the left flank. João Felix. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And it's played forward. Looking to break at pace. Messi on a strong run down the right. And he's managed to get free. Now it's real chance! Could be danger here. Oh, Messi hits it! They just took too long getting forward.
Messi cannot be that slow. And it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
And it's McAllister. Do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Ramos. He's got away. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Joao Felix. He's having a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Romero. Senesi. Senesi forwards and with intent. Inacio looks to the other side, and it's Cancelo. João Cancelo tries making a foray down the right. Now who's going to be first to this? It's a throw-in. João Neves tries a measured ball. Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this. De Paul. Messi. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Gonzalo Inacio. Araujo. João Cancelo. Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. And Messi! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that really is so impressive.
Messi, well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
João Cancelo chooses to go cross-field. Oh, he's found support out wide. João Felix. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. João Felix. Over to the left. Nuno Mendes. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Romero. Senesi, aim forwards. Great ball if he can get there. Now, what about a counter-attack? João Cancelo. McAllister. Now it's Simeone. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's on it. Can he get a decent chance? That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Inacio, and he goes cross-field. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! He has done it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Otamendi. Acuna. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's run loose here. Showing good feet. And here's Alvarez. João Neves. Vitinha. Lobbed in behind. Lovely ball and can he finish? Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pedro Neto succumbs to the pressure. Senesi. Romero. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Araujo. João Neves. João Cancelo. Araujo. João Cancelo. João Cancelo played over towards the opposite flank. Paredes. Otamendi. Senesi. Messi. Simeone, now he's off and running. Alvarez, he's on, shot a goal! Vitinha. Ruben Neves. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. João Cancelo carries the ball down the right. Portugal have a free kick. Cleared away. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's to Paul. And it's Messi. Vitinha. João Cancelo. Simeone. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Senesi shifted upfield. And that has found him in acres. Well, this is quite a view. The atmosphere created by these manic fans, a stark contrast to the grey skies we see above. Regardless of impending rain, this should be terrific. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I've heard only good things about this player, João Neves, Peter. He's very good under pressure, plays with an awful lot of courage, always wants to get on the ball, and positionally, very, very sound. He's a real asset for any team at number 6 or an 8.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. McAllister can get it clear. And it's Vitinha. It's run loose here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's been slipped through. Alvarez. He is through here. Messi. McAllister. And he's managed to get free. That's very neat. Gonzalo Ramos. Oh, great chance. Goes for a shot. It's in.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, here is the rain we were told to expect. Acuna. Simeone. The muscular approach does pay off here. João Neves. João Felix. He's being urged to shoot, and he shoots! No mistake! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Over to the left. Oh, super find. Simeone delivered across. Now it's Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Pedro Neto. He's found a way through. João Cancelo has it in a wide position. Vitinha. And it's Neves. McAllister. Otamendi, gently done. Romero. De Paul. Alvarez. Alvarez! That pass has been well intercepted.
Portugal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Messi. Romero. Messi. A chance to play it in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
McAllister might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Messi. Romero charging forward down that flank. Ball driven towards the far. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
João Cancelo. João Neves. Araujo. Gonçalo Inácio. And it's played forward. He has found the way through. Acuna. Can he deliver? And it's played in. Goes for the header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Messi may have slightly misjudged the timing, but there was nothing wrong with the intent.
Inácio forwards and with intent. Mendes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mendes chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Neto. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. Gonçalo Ramos. De Paul. Otamendi. And that's really well manoeuvred. That has been cut short. Ruben Neves. Pedro Neto. Special, too important an occasion to be beaten by the elements. There is quite a buzz here. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement.
It's a mighty effort! Big moment! Massive goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Vitinha. João Felix. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Always onto this. There's a counter-attack chance here for Argentina. Big chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. This time, surely! He has done it! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And here's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos! De Paul. Paredes. Simeone. Here's a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's gone back to the keeper. De Paul. De Paul, gently done. Inacio cuts out the pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Neves. Nice physical challenge. The referee's awarded a free kick. Neves! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw! That was beautiful. Something close to genius. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Alvarez. Messi. McAllister. João Neves producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Great ball if he can get there. Pedro Neto! Oh, taken with style. Portugal are level.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Nuno Mendes. And he has been fouled there. Messi. And it's played forward.
Alvarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Otamendi. Otamendi forwards and with intent. Romero. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gonzalo Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Alvarez. Ruben Neves has given away a free kick. He's trying it! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vitinha. Joao Felix. And it's Mendes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Chance for a shot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Messi shifted up. Alvarez!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Nuno Mendes. A pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. João Cancelo. Out to the right. João Neves. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto. And the counter is on. Romero. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Mendes cuts it out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Joao Felix, spread out to the left. That's very neat. Paredes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He is through here. Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Joao Felix. Oh, good spread. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. McAllister attempts a clearance. Joao Felix. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Moved on forwards. Simeone. Now it's De Paul. De Paul played out to the left flank. Bullish header! Goal! Argentina! And they get themselves in front! satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. João Neves looks to the other side. Oh, can he get onto this? João Felix providing an outlet on that flank. Araujo, João Neves, Pedro Neto. Oh, that is a good ball to Pedro Neto! Tries to get it clear. And it's Cancelo. And the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Can he finish? Otamendi with the clearance. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. De Paul. Otamendi, that's a sharp pass. João Cancelo. And the pass is intercepted. Alvarez. Araujo. De Paul. Delicate ball and it needs... And Messi! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Messi cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Pedro Neto. And it's Cancelo. Time to deliver. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's got away. Simeone. Acuna looking to hit the byline here. There are a few waiting for it. Climbs up big! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
João Cancelo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Simeone. De Paul. Now it's Messi. He is just caressing, and he shoots! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Nuno Mendes. Argentina, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, that's nice. So who's he picking out? Mendes. Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Alvarez tries a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Argentina blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Messi. De Paul. Messi. De Paul. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. De Paul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a point-blank header! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
De Paul, aim forwards. Very nicely done. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Araujo, gently done. Paredes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. João Cancelo. He has a look up. And it's claimed by the keeper. Now it's Messi. Referee's given a throw. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto played out towards the right wing. De Paul. And it's Messi. Now it's Simeone. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Gonzalo Inacio moved on forwards. João Felix. Ruben Neves! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there is the half-time whistle.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Argentina 3 ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow. And we're off again. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. And it's Mendes. João Felix. Proves too strong. Paredes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ruben Neves. Out for a throw. João Neves. That's a fabulous ball. Chance, surely! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Ruben Neves wins the duel this time. Vitinha. João Felix. Nuno Mendes. Mendes. Chips. Chance! Now, what about a counter-attack? Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Simeone. He's shifting through the gears here. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Simeone. Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Simeone? That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
And it's played forward. João Cancelo. And here's Neto. That's tidy. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto has it in a wide position. Pedro Neto. João. There's the shot! Ruben Neves with the short one. Can he deliver? Now who's going to be first to this? Looking for a decent ball in. Ruben Neves. Up he goes! Goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So is this the start of a comeback? McAllister. Paredes. Otamendi. Otamendi forwards and with intent. João Neves. And it's Cancelo. Acuna does really well to win the ball there. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedro Neto. Out again for a throw-in. Vitinha. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Too long and over the line. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Played out to the right. Played back to the goalkeeper. Araujo. And that's really well manoeuvred. João Felix. Simeone. Well, Jim, this really does look like a safety in numbers approach to defending we're seeing here.
Well, sometimes you just have to prepare for what's coming your way, and they know that they're going to be involved in certainly the next spell of...
Oh, what a climb! It's in! Back to within one! Interesting!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Portugal get themselves back into contention.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
João Felix! It's a goal!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Portugal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. De Paul. McAllister. McAllister shifted upfield. Mendes gets over and intercepts. Ruben Neves. João Felix. And it's Mendes. Great run on the overlap here. The ball goes in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi. Do have a chance to counter here. De Paul. João Felix. Oh, it's come loose. João Felix. A chance to play it in. It's a loose ball. Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. Looking to break at pace. Now it's Simeone. Simeone. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Out towards the flank. Played into the middle. That's really well manoeuvred. Nuno Mendes. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Inacio, and he goes cross-field. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now, what's he got in mind? Paredes does well to get it back. Chance here to counter. He's found the way through. Araujo. Pedro Neto. João Felix. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Look, the only way...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
João Felix is offering a wry smile there.
And he's on his way! Ruben Neves. João Felix. Oh, that's neat. And here's João Felix. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Portugal, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Portugal go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Acuna. Simeone's cross.
Argentina really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's in plenty of space here. Pedro Neto. That is lovely. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's Cancelo.
Portugal are more than happy to defend deep now.
And the shot! Could move up a gear here. Inacio did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Inacio, aim forwards. De Paul. Messi hurtling down that right flank. It's run loose here. Romero. Messi. Mendes wins the duel this time. De Paul. Aimed in towards the centre.
Argentina really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ruben Neves. Moved on forwards. Joao Felix. Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Cancelo. Oh, he's found support out wide. Pedro Neto. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
The muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Ramos.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
McAllister. Paredes. Acuna. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Messi. Alvarez, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the ball's come loose here.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
What a throw in. Portugal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Inacio, played over towards the opposite flank. And here's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos! And that would have won it.
Gonzalo Ramos really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
And he's lost his man here. Out to the right. Looking for a decent ball in. And it's Messi. Oh, nice touch. He's having a shot! In for the pieces! He's got a goal!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Rui Silva, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Vitinha, just 5 minutes left.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Inacio, oh, good spread. Lovely feet. João Cancelo, oh, it's played into the area. And that was very necessary. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Otamendi. Paredes. Otamendi. Otamendi, nicely aimed pass. Messi. João Felix. Trincao. Real chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error. Well, that might be that, Peter.
And there's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vitinha. João Cancelo. Trincao. Well read, and the danger is averted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
The final seconds now. João Cancelo, and he's managed to get free. Nuno Mendes, this is promise, takes a shot! And it's Messi. Now it's out, and a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gets it away. McAllister. He's had a shot!
McAllister usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect.
There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
And it will be decided by the melodrama of penalties. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he puts them one up.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Joao Felix is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
And stepping up, the skipper. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed, the keeper.
Trincao is the man who's second in line. Oh, good take, keeper committed himself.
Brilliantly done, never took his eye off the keeper either. You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Gonzalo Ramos will take the third penalty. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. This to double their advantage. Dispatched emphatically. And the lead is 2. He must, but can he? Saved! And there's your hero! Argentina have won it by the barest of margins. 2 sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot.
Well, there's really nothing quite like the excitement of a penalty shootout. They'll be absolutely delighted to have edged it their way.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time.